starting this recording. It is 10:26 p.m. And the first thing I want to say before anything, so if you want to see the video, this is a r/nosleep, so obviously if you want to see this, you can skip forward maybe a minute or two. I'm going to be talking about the channel. The channel is, I literally can't even explain, like, so what, if you have ever been into YouTube and you have a channel, you can go into the channel analytics, and basically, like, you can look at views, view time, the, like, amount of views you have, and I cannot even, like, explain how excited I am with how much traffic the channel's getting. I'm just, like, and I may not sound excited, it's mainly because I just worked from, like, 10 to 7 today, so I'm, like, exhausted, but I haven't been on all day. Okay, and I didn't go on last night. I usually check the analytics every day, okay, and I didn't. And coming on right now for like the first time in a couple of days, I cannot even explain how excited I am. Like, the channel is maybe not subscriber-wise growing, but in terms of the traffic it's getting and views it's getting, I'm really excited. So to anyone watching this, I just want to say, if you are a part of the channel, if you're a part of the community, thank you so much. I just can't even explain how excited I am about that, and how much traffic that we're getting, and just, like, even likes, like, we're getting more likes, so I'm so happy that I'm able to make you guys happy. And if you're not part of the community, you know, subscribe if you want to. Obviously you don't have to, but it makes me happy, it helps the channel grow, and honestly, if I start, you know, making some ad revenue, then I'll be able to do some more stuff for you guys. So just, you know, I just want to say thank you. I know I always say thank you, but I just can't thank you guys enough, because this is now a huge part of my life, even if I don't have a huge channel. And this is, I'm sorry for this lengthy, I didn't expect this to be this long, but I feel like people on YouTube, I just, like, being able to just sit here and talk and know that people care, like, that's just so awesome. And this, like, YouTube has always been a part of my life in terms of me watching it, but now being a quote-unquote YouTuber, if you even want to call me that, I'm not that big, but, like, a small YouTuber even, it's just so cool. Like, it's so awesome to know that, like, I don't know, it's just, like, and again, I'm not trying to, like, show off or anything, I'm just genuinely grateful for everyone out there. So if you're watching this, thank you, and I really appreciate you. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Alright, so guys, we're going to do another r/nosleep, and we're doing another Disney. I wasn't planning on it, mainly because I didn't want to shovel out the same content, and I have other videos lined up, but honestly, I wanted to read some more because it's so cool. So we're just going to jump into it. I'm going to be reading, it's by H2 Uwu, basically, H2OWO. And it's called I work security at Disney World. I mean, I did. And I don't know what this is about. It's just about Disney stuff. I'm also not sure how long it is. So if it's too long, I'm going to end it, like, in the middle, and then I'll come back to it as a part 2. But I'm pretty sure it's short enough. I want to at least hit 10 minutes. That's usually my goal. And I have to hit, like, 15 or 20 because I have to edit. So, yeah. Let's just jump right into it. I'm really excited to read this, so let's jump right into it. I work in security at Disney World, the happiest place on earth. Typically, I wouldn't say where I work, as obviously there are some pretty strict rules about things employees can put online, but I just don't think I can tell this properly without that context. And honestly, I think this may be it for me anyways with this job. I just can't see myself working there any longer now. I've been working with the company for 23 years. The first 20 years I worked at the parks, nabbing shoplifters and rounding up people who were drinking too much for the heat. Occasionally there'd be a fight to break up, but people usually kept it pretty mild. The heat and walking was getting too much for me the last few years, so I asked to be transferred somewhere with AC, and the company moved me to one of their resorts. While the working conditions were 110% better as far as climate and comfort go, the guest issues were trickier, mainly domestics. I guess the expense and stress of vacation got to a lot of people, and they'd be called by neighboring rooms because some mom and dad were yelling at each other. I'd try to suggest they take a nap or go to separate activities for a bit, and that would usually calm them down. But none of that is what I'm here for. I've got this. I have to get this out while I have time. So this is sort of leaning towards something bad that happens, obviously. Like, I don't think I have to point that out. But I'm curious because Disney just has so many secrets, and a lot of people are trying to pull those out. So it's cool that this guy is saying he like worked at Disney and he left for some reason, and let's find out what that reason is. 3 days ago, I got a call from management. Apparently, a couple of days before that, housekeeping had went to a room that should have been turned over that day. Turned over is when one guest leaves by about 11, and another guest checks in around 3. And all the guest items were still in the room. Housekeeping made a note of it and moved on, but during the next 2 days, when they entered the room, everything was still there and untouched. I went to check it out, and sure enough, there was an empty room full of luggage, clothes, snacks, some toys, everything a family would need for vacation. The manager had already looked up the previous reservation, and it was for a family, dad, mom, 2 little kids. I tried to call the phone number they'd given, but all I got was the voicemail. We were a bit stumped, so I made a call to the housekeeper to clean the room and take the family's personal items to be held until we got in contact with someone. I went digging into the reservation more. The family had arrived 5 days before housekeeping discovered all their stuff. I found that the family had paid parking fee and their vehicle description was listed. A quick walk at the parking lot and I'd easily located their vehicle. So that ruled out a car accident or them deciding to just leave all their stuff behind. Next, I saw that they had bought a dining plan. This is what I guess prepays for all their food. They're given a certain number of credits to use for meals. Also, sorry, this is kind of just random and in the middle of the paragraph. Most likely, I'm going to edit on the screen the words so you can read them. I just want to point out, it's not going to be me. A lot of this video is just going to be the words, but like in times where I'm talking to the camera or anything like this, I'll obviously edit back on there. But I think it's it makes sense. Like, you don't really want to see me sitting here, like, staring at my phone. I feel like you'd rather read along with me. I feel like that just makes it more enjoyable, rather than just staring at my face looking down at my phone. So I hope that doesn't bother you. This family had only used 3 credits, and the last one was 2 days after they checked in. It appeared that the day they arrived, they got here late and probably just stayed in the resort. The next day, they used 2 credits at Epcot. The second park day, they used just 1 credit at Magic Kingdom, and it was at breakfast time. Now, at Disney, we have something called Magic Bands. Magic bands are worn by the guests and act as a room key, parking ticket, credit card, dining reservation, payment, fast pass, and more. It took some work, but I was finally able to look up this family's fast pass history. The day they went to Magic Kingdom, they had breakfast at a resort in the park, rode a couple of rides, and then they rode their last ride. It's a small world around 11 a.m. Then nothing. Okay. Before I go forward, I knew it was coming to this. I just somehow knew. Disney, their biggest thing, like their biggest mystery is Small World. And if I'm not mistaken, and it may say more on this, I don't know. I haven't read this ever, so I again, don't know. What is said is that I think Small World is, like, broken, and, like, the animatronics in it are, like, alive. It's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, but they're just alive. And, I don't know. I just think it's really creepy, to be honest. Like, there's just so many things around Small World, and I'm really excited to read this because I know, it's, like, obviously there's going to be something wrong with Small World. Finally, it was time to bring in someone else to this. I called an old coworker at Magic Kingdom and asked them to pull security footage for its Small World at the time they wrote it, and made my way over there. When I got there, my friend was very confused, almost distraught looking. He showed me what he found. There's usually a camera. Okay, yeah, this is going into why Small World is broken. There's usually a camera in the direction of where the rides load and unload. The footage showed them scanning their bands to use FastPass on the ride and boarding the ride. The footage from the exit of the ride just showed the other people from their car exit. They weren't there. Oh, geez. Okay, see? So another thing is that there's, like, a dimension in Small World, I think, and it's like, if you go into that, like, you're just gone forever or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Of course we thought the worst. Maybe one of the kids has fallen out and the mom and dad and the other kid got off in the middle of the ride to help them and they all got injured or killed or stuck in the machinery somewhere. So we shut down the ride. Middle of the damn day. Turned off the earworm music and turned up the lights. Me and my buddy walked that ride 3 times before we called in help. Eventually there was close to 10 cast members searching and we didn't find crap except for 3 cell phones and a hat. Really? That's really weird. I was right stumped. Yeah, I'd be too, to be honest with you. I've kept digging the past couple of days, and I'm not sure who to tell what I found next to. I've called the police, and I suppose they're on their way, but the company has a way of covering up things like this, and I decided I can't live with myself if I don't put out some type of warning. I told you, don't get on that ride, it's messed up. I kept digging into the reservation over the last couple of days, and today I noticed that they had purchased Memory Maker. Oh no, I've heard of this. There are photographers all over the park and cameras and lots of the rides, and with Memory Maker, the photos are all free. They automatically get added to a guest's Disney account when the system shows their picture has been taken, and the system always knows everyone's whereabouts and always know the magic bands. Well, I opened up their Memory Maker photo album, and I swear there's 732 pictures. What? The first 30 or so are pretty normal. Epcot, a few rides in front of the castle, but the rest are all in. The rest are in It's a Small World. Whoa, I just got goosebumps. Jeez. So you're telling me that 702 photos were taken in Small World, which would mean, okay, if I'm not mistaken, in Disneyland, when you go around a ride once, you get one picture. So is he saying that? Well, before I make any assumptions, I'll just keep reading. So it appears as though this family has ridden this ride over 700 times. That's what I was going to say. The first picture was pretty normal. Everyone looked happy. It was a busy day and full of cars of guests. The next one is rough to look at. The car is empty except for this little family, and they look so darn confused. The next 10 to 15, I could see Dad getting angry, yelling. Mom was holding onto those 2 kids like her life depends on it, and you could see the kids getting increasingly upset, crying, and it goes on and on and on. After 50 or so, it looks like they're trying to get out. In one, the dad is missing, and another, they're all gone. Maybe like they've bailed early in the ride and tried to walk out, but the very next one, they're all right back in the damn car. After around 450 or so, I only see the mom and kid. Just when I look closely, I could see Dad, maybe just his body now, slumped down in one of the other seats. Since about 675, there's just mom and one kid. Another body is in another seat. The mom and kid aren't moving anywhere. Hold on. This is kind of making me, like, not sick, but just, like, I have a very vivid imagination. I'm just kind of imagining this. I think them two are still alive, just damn near catatonic, looking straight ahead, pale. And y'all, I swear on my effing life, the dolls are moving or something. In some of these pictures, I can tell. That's what I said! In some of my pictures, I can tell they aren't where they should be. I even saw one with the doll in the car with the family. Okay, whoa, hold on. I need to grasp myself a little bit. So you're telling me that, not you, just like the phone, this family has been on basically a time loop in Small World for what, like, I mean, how, depending on how long it takes to go around Small World, they've gone around 700 times. So they're just dead now, basically, is what he's saying. Because he said the dad was slumped over, the other kid was slumped over, the doll's in the cart or something. Like, there was a doll that was in the cart in one of the photos, I guess. And the mom and one of the kids are just looking straight ahead, pale. So they're in some sort of loop. I mean, literally, like, I don't like this at all. Like, I like it because it's cool, but I hate it. I can't look anymore. I'm going to lose my lunch. I closed the album. Its file size has increased since I closed it. God, are there new pictures being added? I see on security cameras that the local PD just arrived, so they'll take over soon. I wish I knew what the F is going on, but I also wish the damn thing had never landed in my lap. I don't think I'll be able to update this. After I talk to the police, I think they're going to walk out of here and never come back. I just wanted to get out of here before Disney feeds the media some BS cover-up as to why the whole family vanished. They didn't vanish. I know where they are. Oh my god. Like, I want to put a jacket on now because I'm cold. Jeez. Like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, makes me not want to do stuff. That's, wow, great quote. I mean, like, After you read something like that, do you really want to go to Disneyland and get on Small World? Because what he's basically saying is that family, if this is real, which it may not be, obviously, and who knows if it's real. I'm gonna treat it as if it is because it makes it more fun and just scarier. But this family has been on Small World 700 times. They're in a time loop, and every time they go around, a photo is updated. It's just a photo. It's a freeze frame of what their life is in that moment. So they're basically, I mean, if you have you ever been on Small World? I'll put a picture of Small World on right now. With those animatronics, hopefully I could show the animatronics or like a video or something. I don't know. That's what you'd be going on, and I'm pretty sure you're on water, like going through it on water. Like, okay, I have a water phobia. If you don't know, you probably know. I have a water phobia, and I also don't like robots. Like I don't trust them. I've seen too many movies where robots turn, and the sole sentence there was one in the cart with them freaked me out. Like legitimately scared the crap out of me. And I know it may not be true, but because my brain is so because I have such good imagination, I can imagine it all, and it seems real to me. And because it could be real, it is real. Because there's no reason to say it's not. I'm honestly gonna leave the video here. I don't know what to add. I just don't go to Disney. I guess. I mean, okay. If you're some random person who works at Disney who finds this video, comment and tell me if that's true. I know you can get fired for that, but I'm small. They won't know. But yeah, I just don't I don't have any words for that. I can't vocalize well enough because I just don't have any words for it. It's just there's too much to process, and I just can't. To be honest, I just can't. I guess put down in the comments what you think. If you made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate when you make it all the way to the end of the video. If you did make it all this far, make it all the way through the video. Hit the like or subscribe if you enjoyed. If you didn't, you don't have to. I'm just saying, I would appreciate it. And yeah, I guess this is it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.